loss against the center ice team, 4-2. Boys were up here talking about it a few minutes ago. I think they've shaken it off pretty good. We'll see how they respond. Just saw the Warriors take on the Phoenix. Phoenix beat them 6-1. Tyler got a little bit more of the story. What's going on with that team? Tyler, you want to let everybody at home know?
Yeah. So I was talking to one of the parents, and they their 2012 birth years decided to go play in a tournament in Detroit this weekend, and took all of their coaches with them. And so the team that we saw was made up of all 2013s, with the exception of 2 2012 players. So yeah, very young team, considering that the 2013s, this is their first year of full ice. So that kind of paints the full picture for our boys from last night. Why it was such a lopsided victory for the Bulls.
Yeah, so I mean, that'd be tough. Missing half your team and all that, be very, very difficult there. So
that the fact that they were playing with 9 players out and 1 goalie, and then just the inexperience, the full ice inexperience. I mean, most of our kids played 10U last year,
right?
With the exception of probably 5 kids. We have a lot of experienced 10U players. So yeah, that inexperience showed up last night, and I tell you what, though, those kids played with a lot of heart and grit, and continue to throughout this tournament. Unfortunately, going 0-4 for the Warriors, but we will not see that same team next time we see them. We will see the 2013s with them, and I would imagine it will be a
slugfest. Yeah,
much different story.
Well, I mean, much like when we played the Phoenix, much like when we played center ice a minute ago, I think all the teams in this division are going to be pretty evenly matched. And I think, yeah, we took an L in that last one, but I was talking to some of the boys about it, and there were some great plays we had where we were in position, ready to make something happen, and the puck just didn't really bounce our way. And I think, law of averages, that's going to happen again. So, I think we keep doing what we're doing and capitalizing those opportunities, and we'll be all right.
That's the first team that's actually done a good job penetrating our defensive line. I mean, our defense has just always been really stout, and they weren't able to really clear the puck out. And 2 of those goals just trickled in on Elijah, just not even a shot. It was just kind of bouncing around in front of him. And our defense typically will clear those things out for him, and unfortunately unable to do that in that last game. So
yep.
Yeah, boys are looking to bounce back. I will say quick injury update on Nate and Henry. Henry was bouncing around, looked like he was feeling a little bit better. So that head injury in the corner shouldn't affect him too bad. And then Nate, I saw him limping around right at the beginning. It looks like he stretched that thing out during the break, and he was walking a little bit better once they went back to get dressed. So
good deal. All right, so as always, big shout out to our coaches, Coach Phil, Coach Josh, Coach Chris, not pictured there. Appreciate you guys and the time you spend on our kids. And always as well, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Baker Camp Arnold Capital Management and Mass Mutual. Appreciate your generosity and donations to our program. All right, so Zam's finishing up here. We'll have a 3-minute warm-up, 3 12-minute periods, 1-minute penalties. Bulls will be in their white again for this one. I believe the Hatters only brought their dark jerseys. So,
Justin, it might be tough to get a shot of our fan line down here.
I don't think I can get. Yeah,
for you folks at home, we have apparently started a new tradition, and I'm loving it. It's the cowbells and the fan.
Kind of, sort of, almost see them down there.
The fan line, led by Mr. Jonathan Del Bosco. I think it's helping to get the boys all pumped up. I think they enjoy walking through, fist bumping all the fans here in attendance.
Yeah, it's the glare off the glass kind of prevents it there. So. Here we go, 3-minute warm up. Got Lauren Cole on the hot button again. Appreciate her help. She'll be screaming at her child here shortly, I'm sure.
Shout out to some teammates from last year. I know the Boyles are at home watching this morning.
Hey, Jackson.
Thanks for tuning in.
Here they go.
So Elijah Cole will remain in net. He is 2-1 on the weekend with a shutout in one of those games. The Atlanta MadHatters, just another one of those Atlanta teams in our division. I think we have, 4 Atlanta teams, 1 Nashville team, and us. Is that correct?
That's it. Yep.
So I think we drew the
3 Atlanta teams. No, 4? 3. Yeah. Center Ice, Phoenix, MadHatters, right?
Hayes Hallman skating out, taking the puck. Followed by Caleb Duro.
Now, Lauren, did I hear correctly? Are there some
Yes.
MadHatters folks
Federally?
possibly watching?
Yes.
There are. Okay. So big shout out if there's any MadHatters folks watching. Appreciate
Ethan
you
Buck.
tuning in. This is a Bulls broadcast, so I apologize in advance for that. So you may just want to mute us if you don't want to hear it.
Great video. Questionable commentary.
That's it. That's it. BHM hockey. The chat is open too, so if you're using the YouTube app and you want to drop us a chat in there, I'll do my best to respond on the intermission breaks. So. Hey, Cindy Russell.
So it hadn't taken the boys very long to get readjusted to these big goals.
Yeah, it really didn't. I was concerned about that, being a goalie dad myself, and but now that we've got the big goals back, it seems like everybody's just par for the course.
Well, somehow we're still managing to shoot over the top of them.
Well,
So it's a little surprising seeing that we've been aiming for a much smaller goal, and now we're finally back to big goals. We're still overshooting. Justin, how have the MadHatters done this weekend?
I haven't seen the overall score, but I know that I think the Phoenix tied them. I want to say Center Ice beat them 5-2. I think that's correct. I could be wrong.
Has Center Ice lost this weekend? Do we know?
I want to say they have, but I'm not sure.
I'm assuming that would have been the Phoenix.
Phoenix beat Center Ice.
Okay. So Henry Arns.
Somebody, Tanya Hardington out there.
Immediately slips coming out to Center Ice.
Hayes and Easton back there pumping their goalie up.
So the lineup starts the same as it did the last game. Henry Arns at center, Ethan Buck right wing, Gus Federley over to the left wing. Easton Del Bosco left defense and Hayes Hallman right defense. Puck drops and Henry pushes it forward. Won by the Mad Hatters. Ethan Buck up against the wall. Mad Hatters working through center ice.
I gotta watch
right
23.
around Easton. Hayes in good position, knocks that down, lost it at his feet. Easton tries to swipe it away. Another shot right on top of Elijah. And Elijah covers.
Well, got to be careful there. That dangerous play right there.
Well, it's more of the same from last game. Hayes did a good job of knocking it down, but just lost it at his feet, and it's just sitting there dangling in front of
Got a Mad Hatter player
Elijah.
touching the arm coming off of the ice, but Bulls got to watch 23. 23 is a stud. The kid is fast and has a good shot.
So the Bulls make a line change. Easton Del Bosco stays out on defense. Hayes comes off. Remy Uptain comes on. Tab Baker now out skating forward along with Caleb Duro and Keegan Brennan. Tab charging hard towards the goal. Caleb pops one up. Caleb now into the corner, getting groped by the Mad Hatter player. And everybody's just holding at a standstill. Keegan coming in to try to help out. Keegan clears it out. Unfortunately, Mad Hatters take over, working back around Remy. Remy backtracking, continuing to stay with him. Parker gets in his face as they get a shot off. Elijah knocks it up and over the top of the goal. Mad Hatters with a shot from the defensive position, just wide of the goal. Parker now works it up the near side board. Parker will dig into the corner. Caleb now works it up the far side board, trying to get it over to Gus. Gus knocks it down. I'm sorry, that's Will. Will now working across center ice. He's got a Mad Hatter who hadn't turned around yet. Now Will tries to center it. Graham Pugh in. Will and Graham teaming up over there trying to maintain possession in our offensive zone. Puck goes behind the net. Graham again in the corner with Will. Trying to battle the puck out.
Graham getting physical, just holding that guy against the board.
And they finally just call the puck dead.
I think we were missing a little bit of that physicality that last game. It's good to see him back. You know, Graham's jumped right in there and started pushing guys up against the board. Tab throwing himself around.
Tab has learned how to use that body weight. He did a fantastic job. I heard his coaches bragging on him between the last game. Hayes steps up, pokes that one deep into the offensive zone. Graham Pugh chases it behind the net. Graham now with a trip. So we'll have a delayed penalty. And there it is. Graham will head to the box for the first penalty kill for the Bulls. Henry Arns and Ethan Buck will head out onto the ice. Looks like he'll be joined with Hayes and Easton. So Henry waiting for the puck to drop.
Coach Phil's complaining about a no call, it seems. He's getting a little heated with the official.
Looks like Coach Phil just got a penalty.
Bench penalty, yeah.
So we will take Easton Del Bosco, put him into the bench, or put him into the box.
Coach is still getting upset.
Not real sure why Remy came out. If we have a penalty, why does Easton have to go off? We should have 3 men on, correct? So
I would think. There we go.
Ethan goes out, so it looks like Remy, Hayes, and Henry.
It's a solid minute of 5-on-3.
Out to take Coach's penalty. So MadHatters take a slap shot just wide of the goal. Remy now sends it up to Henry, but he's going to ice it right past Henry's stick. We'll have an icing here. 46 seconds left on this double penalty kill. So puck drops, goes to the MadHatters. MadHatters take a shot, and Elijah with a nice save. Unable to keep it in his glove, though. Hayes will take it behind his own net. Hayes sends it across the middle. I don't know what he was thinking there. Nice cover by Elijah. I don't know what he was thinking. Coaches are yelling at him, too. I think he thought there was maybe some open ice up the middle, but
sealed off real quick.
It's sealed off real quick, and that's why we never send the puck up the middle.
35 seconds left on the penalty. Hayes is standing behind Elijah for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Hayes keeps looking up. I'm not sure what's happening.
Coach is dancing for some reason.
Oh, it looks like the clock didn't start on that last play. The clock never started.
All right.
So Bulls win that faceoff, but can't keep possession. And now it's just Hayes all by himself back there. Pokes it away, gets it over to Henry. Henry now just sends it up and out. Great job there by Henry to clear the puck. So 17 seconds left on this penalty kill. This double penalty kill. MadHatters now skating back. Remy and Hayes in great defensive position. Henry chasing behind. Hayes goes to swipe it away, misses, but gets it with a skate. Hayes continuing to move back and forth, pokes that one to the side, bouncing puck towards Elijah. Elijah knocks it away from the goal, and Remy just corrals that one into Elijah's glove, and we are back to full strength. So some good looks there by the MadHatters on their power play, but unable to capitalize.
Good deal. We got to start skating downhill now.
Yep. So now back to full strength. It looks like Caleb Duro takes the face-off. Keegan Brennan over to his right. Tab Baker on his left. Parker and Easton on defense. Easton sends it over to Keegan. Keegan tries to work it along the near wall. Gets it over to Caleb. Caleb with an opportunity if the ref will get out of his way. Caleb skates it behind his own net, looking for somebody to center it to. Tab centers it to Keegan. Keegan with a shot, and glove save by the MadHatter goalie.
Nice look there. Good pass by Tab to Keegan. And,
yep.
You know, 9 times out of 10, Keegan makes that.
Yeah, very good look there by the Bulls. The ref was just skating right in the way.
This will be the second time they've thrown a pick on our guys.
So Hayes comes back out for Parker Allen, putting the defensive lines back to normal. Tab sends that back to Easton. Easton takes a shot, keeps it along the ice. Smart move there to keep it low.
Scoot through.
I was hoping it would, but we'll get a shot off from Keegan. Tab pokes that one away. Caleb flips that up. MadHatter catches it in his glove and knocks it back down. Hayes has it now at center ice, waiting for everybody to get on sides. Keegan finally gets back on sides, and he sends it right up to him. Everybody's on sides, and now Caleb working it back in. Tab and Caleb both poking at it. Easton gets tripped up, and it's just Hayes. Hayes, nice poke up away. Keegan now back checks, takes that one away. They send it up to Will Federley, who just came off the bench with some fresh legs. Will now at mid-ice line, and MadHatter's able to dump it back in. Elijah goes to play it behind the net, much to his mom's dismay. Graham Pugh Now out, MadHatters send it back in. And we have an icing. And the Bulls were trying to change some lines there while the puck was going back and forth. So it'd be nice to reset, put some fresh legs out there without having to do it on the fly. Remy Uptain and Parker Allen back in on defense. Graham Pugh taking the face-off with Nate Key to his right and Will Federley on his left.
Comes 23.
Well, 23
They
coming
don't
in
escape.
hot. Remy turned, and they get a shot off on Elijah. Remy turned and trying to skate with him and realized he was blowing on past. So Remy turned back around, skated forward, and he still got the shot off.
Sorry,
Great job there by Remy and Parker.
My
both.
video went dead again. I'm not sure what happened there. There we go.
So Graham Pugh pushes the face-off back towards the blue line. Nate Key steps up, gets it out of the zone. Will and Graham both chasing it into the offensive zone. Will meets him right behind the goal. Parker able to seal it in. Almost bounced up and over his stick, but he's able to keep it in the zone. Graham Pugh with a nice move, but MadHatters able to clear it. Remy dumps it back in, and we have an offsides. Will and Nate were nowhere near being back, and Remy just flipped it on into the zone, killing the clock. Henry Arns back in at center. Ethan Buck to his right, Gus Federley to his left, Hayes and Easton, your defenseman. Henry trying to find some open ice, but swallowed up by black jerseys. Number 23 now skating in. Oh, he whiffs on the shot. Had nothing there by the MadHatters. Bounces off, and Hayes takes it behind his own net. It's bouncing in front of Elijah. Great job there by Easton to pick up the bouncing puck and work it out to Henry. Henry now sends it up to Ethan Buck, who's got a little bit of time, but that gap closed quick. Ethan now in the corner. Oh, Ethan's going to get called for that.
Nope, no arms up.
Cannot believe they haven't called that.
Yeah.
He just completely boarded him there. Easton now tries to send it back up to Henry. Henry knocks it back to Easton. Easton takes a shot.
Too much traffic.
Knocked down by MadHatters. Hayes now steps up. Oh, Hayes. He never could get a handle on it. Easton now back checks. They get a shot off on goal, but it's off the post and bounces back out. Henry does a good job of battling that out. Gets it over to Ethan in the neutral zone. Ethan now picks it up. He's going to charge hard into the offensive zone. Loses the puck. MadHatters take it behind their own net. Flip it up and around. Able to clear the zone. Parker Allen straight off the bench. Knocks it right back in. And we have an offsides. So Keegan Brennan at right wing. Caleb Duro center. Tab Baker left. Remy and Parker back on defense. Remy in great position. Pushes the offense out towards the wall. They take a shot, but it bounces around towards Tab. Tab's going to just ice it, but he iced it on goal, so the goalie is forced to cover. So 4:03 left here in this first period. I would say both teams have had some pretty good looks at some goals, but both goalies playing well. Bulls continue to battle along the far wall. MadHatters come away with it. Keegan reaches in, tries to poke it out. MadHatters able to work it out of their zone. Remy follows him all the way in. He's never able to get a shot off. Parker pokes that one away along with Remy. They try to center one for One of their players sitting right in front of the goal, and they get a backhand shot off, not much on it, and Elijah's all over it. The Bulls will take this opportunity to make a full line change.
There's almost a breakdown right there.
Be close.
They got to watch that.
Close. Again, same kind of goal, same kind of look like we had in the last game, just defense not able to clear it out. Elijah did a good job keeping his eye on it. So Will Federley goes down right there as he's taking it out of the defensive zone. Graham Pugh picks it up, carries it into the offensive zone, looks to center one for Nate Key, who puts in a goal.
Look at Nate.
Great job there. Graham Pugh. Will kind of charged ahead and made something happen. And that puck spit out there in the neutral zone, and Graham Pugh just able to penetrate all the way into the offensive zone, and with a great center pass to Nate Key. Nate Key doing his job, driving it home. So lines will stay the same. Graham wins that one back to Hayes. Hayes sends it over to Nate along the boards. MadHatters send it right back. Hayes sends it back up to Nate using the boards. Nate goes down hard along the boards. Easton now carries it across center ice. Oh, and that was offsides.
Not called though.
Yeah, Will was a good step or two ahead, but the referee was in the middle of getting checked. Nate battling along the near side. MadHatters able to clear the zone. Hayes now has it. He works it across the blue line. He works around one. He takes a shot.
Ooh.
Just off the goalie's pads, and goalie trips up Graham as he's trying to make a shot. Easton takes a shot just wide of the goal. Will now charging into the corner. He's got Graham over there helping him, and Nate. Hayes steps up, trying to keep it in the offensive zone. It's cleared out to the neutral zone. Hayes gets pushed from the behind. Puck finally spits out, and it's going to find Easton. Will holds up the blue line, and I'm not sure. I think maybe Nate went over.
Yeah.
A
great play there.
Lot of pressure there. Bulls really doing a great job of.
Hayes went high stick side on that shot, and they almost got past that goal.
Just about, yeah. So now we have Gus Federley at right, Henry at center, Ethan at left. Remy right defense, sends it up to Henry. Ethan cuts that off. Great job there by Ethan, charging hard. Ethan now in the corner. MadHatters taking it around their own net. Pulling around in the corner, try to send it out. Remy steps up, tries to keep it in. They were able to clear it. And we have a call on
slashing on Ethan.
Slashing on Ethan. He swung his stick back there behind the goal earlier, and it looked like that was a possibility. So Bulls will head into their defensive zone to start this penalty kill. Henry Orange takes the face-off, sends it over towards Caleb Duro. Hayes will now chase it into the corner. Hayes takes a shot off the shin guards. Gets it over to Caleb. Caleb able to dump it out of the zone. And we have a penalty on
high stick on 23.
High stick on 23. So Graham will come out for Caleb. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 42 seconds. Bulls will head down into their offensive zone to take this face-off. Graham Pugh lined up at center. Henry Arndt still out there along with Remy, Huptain, and Hayes Hallman. Graham sends it over towards Henry. Flies past everybody. Henry will be the first one there. Sends it back to Hayes. Hayes takes a flying, bouncing shot up to the goal.
Another high stick.
And
MadHatter player put a stick vertical over his head, knocked it down.
Yep. So we'll have another face-off. Graham sends that back towards Henry. Henry's looking around for somebody to pass it to. He tries to turn it back around towards Graham. Graham just overskated that. So now it's Hayes and Remy back in on defense. Hayes takes a stab at it just in the last second. Remy comes flying in around the backside of the goal. Remy sends it up to Henry, who turns around, or I'm sorry, Graham, who turns around, grabs the puck, and gets knocked down from behind. MadHatters now charging into the defensive zone. Remy does a good job of blocking that pass. Hayes now into the corner. Henry Arns comes in, picks up the loose change. Going to work it around his own goal. Works it back into the center. Again, second time the Bulls have worked it right in front of their own goal. Henry taken away right before he enters the offensive zone. Bulls back at full strength. We'll be on a power play for no more time as the MadHatters are back on full strength. Guy comes out of the box and cut off Hayes' run towards the goal.
Here comes 23.
23 takes a shot and right off of Elijah's blocker side. Great job there by Elijah, just knocking that thing off with his blocker pad.
Not up in here.
So score of 1-0 Bulls on Nate's goal.
Grief. Are we only in the second period?
That was a action-packed first period.
Yes, it was.
Bulls playing hard.
MadHatters
A little bit of crazy stuff going on too. I mean, I've never seen Coach Phil get a penalty like that. I like it. Shows a little fire.
Did one of our coaches get ejected? I don't see Uptain on the bench.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No,
there he's back. I think you got to go to the restroom.
I was about to say, I don't see him in the stands either.
He's come running back in. I see him.
Period intermissions are for coaches too, you know. So Tab Baker over here at left wing. Keegan Brennan playing right wing. Caleb Duro taking your face off. Hayes and Easton defending our goal. The MadHatters win the face-off, immediately push it into their offensive zone. Hayes turns as the shot's taken. MadHatters try to center one. Hayes cuts that off. He sends one back up towards the boards. MadHatters trying to get it out. Caleb and Tab both collide. Tab loses the stick. They get another shot off, but Keegan Brennan does a good job of blocking that off. Oh, Hayes goes down hard in the corner. Both of them playing the puck, so no call. Everybody back up. Keegan tries to knock that one out. Easton and Hayes team up and knock that one away. Hayes using the board sends that one back into our offensive zone. Bulls unable to hang on to it there though. Quickly works back into the defensive zone. Hayes tries to work it up the board, almost gets cut off. He had Keegan clear across ice if he could have gotten it there. Hayes finds it at his skates. He flips that one up, tries to send it up the middle. And Easton now tries to take it up and out of the zone. He's able to clear it, but MadHatters quickly pull it right back into the offensive zone. Puck's lost at everybody's feet. Finally, Hayes goes in, sweeps it out from in front of the goal. He takes it along the boards, flips it up, and clears the zone right at Tab's feet. Tab had just overskated it. Easton now pokes that one away. Great poke check there by Easton. MadHatters center one, send one towards the goal. Elijah in good position though. Elijah now with a stick save, and Hayes swipes that one away.
The Bulls got to get back off their heels.
Hayes is going to take it behind the net, and he flips it up, looking for Keegan. Keegan now has it on his stick. He's got a lead blocker. Dumps it over to Caleb. Caleb now takes it into the offensive zone. He's got Will over here to his left. Oh, Will goes down hard to the boards, and we will get a penalty on number 6, Crichton. So the Bulls on a power play. Graham, Pugh, Nate Key, who teamed up last time for our lone goal in the game, along with Will Federley, Remy, and Parker back in on defense. Graham takes the face off, sends it back towards Parker. Parker at the blue line, sends a shot towards Will. Parker again at the blue line, steps up, knocks it away. Nate comes in, pushes it deeper into the offensive zone. They try to seal up the boards. Parker again seals it up, sends one towards the net. Just wide. Graham gets in there and steals that one away. Got it over towards Nate. Remy trying to keep it in, but can't quite keep it in the zone. Parker back. Remy able to sweep that one away. Both defensemen now laying on the ice. Now we got Will Federley working it up, gets it over to Graham. Graham with one man to beat. Graham loses it at his feet. Oh, right there. He just lost it at his feet. Remy will send it deeper into the offensive zone, but MadHatters take it, work it across center ice. Remy and Parker both in on defense, crisscrossing the whole way in. They take a shot right over the net of Elijah. Another shot, and Parker sends it back out, trying to get Henry Arns. Henry now working into the offensive zone, works around one. He takes a shot. A tough angle to take a shot from. Nate Key now flips it back into the offensive zone a little bit deeper. Henry Arns picks it up in the corner. Henry now working along the far side boards. MadHatters come away with it. We have a 4-on-2. Hayes and Easton both back. Hayes swipes one way, able to clean it out. Easton now picks it up behind his own net. Send it up and around, looking for Ethan Buck. MadHatters intercept that pass. There's a stick on the ice, and I believe it's Hayes'. Hayes now working with only his feet. Gets it over towards Nate. Nate trying to get it out.
I went in the bench.
Ethan working there too. Yeah. Hayes now with his stick again, slides in. Lots of traffic in front, and finally they get a shot off, and Elijah's able to cover.
Oof, that was a tough one. Glad he came up with that. How about Hayes, though? You know, loses a stick and gets in there, throwing the body around, pushing people, kicking the puck, keeping that play from going right back at Elijah. Face-off is down. Hatters win it. They take a shot. Nothing doing.
Hayes flips that one up along the board. Trying to get it over towards Tab. Easton and Hayes both teaming up well back there. Hayes sends it around to Keegan. Unable to clear the zone. That puck's just dancing around that blue line. They finally get it out. Tab will charge in. Easton skates forward, and he did not see Tab, who had already skated across the blue line, trying to get back.
So 7:20 on the game clock. Still 1-0.
Graham Pugh takes the face-off. Remy and Parker retreat back into the defensive zone. Remy sends it out. Nate Key getting in on the play. MadHatters charging in. Parker all by himself back there. They take a shot. Bounces off Elijah. Remy sends it up the boards. Graham Pugh now charging in, trying to get his stick in position to make a play. Gets it over to Nate Key. Nate Key has Will Federley. Nate's going to take it to the right. Tries to center one. Graham Pugh tries to poke that one out, and Parker and Remy again back on their heels. Puck kind of gets lost right there at everybody's feet. MadHatters try a backhand turn towards the goal. Will goes down right along the blue line. Remy now takes possession, works it in front of his own goal. It's the third time we've done that, and Remy sends it out. I would say Remy's had the least amount of traffic, and we have an icing. So that's 3 times now that we have taken it in front of our own goalie. Not the smart play. 9 times out of 10, those don't work out in our favor.
Better be lucky than good, huh?
We're getting lucky this morning. So 6:08 left here in the second period. Bulls on top, 1-0. Henry Arns takes the face-off. Ethan Buck. They take a shot, and Elijah snags that one out of the air.
I don't think he got it. I saw his head fall back like, oh. that is a goalie sigh of relief you guys just saw on the video.
That is a look to the heavens and thanks. So off the face-off, they immediately get a shot. Hayes sweeps it away. Hayes now sends it back up the boards. Easton does the same, sends it back around. Got Ethan and Henry. Henry charging in hard. He's only got one guy to beat, and he gets tripped up as he's going in hard into the wall. Henry couldn't get a shot off because he was getting tripped. Easton now, tries to take a shot, and it pops off his stick, but he's able to get it over to Hayes. Hayes bounces it over to Gus. MadHatters now working around their own goal. Ethan knocks it away with a great poke check. Easton now flips it up on his stick. Hayes keeps it in. Henry keeps it in. And now the MadHatters is able to clear it. Hayes had already cheated back into the defensive position. Hayes skating around his own goal, tries to send it out, unable to clear it out. They take a shot, goes off Easton's chest. Hayes pokes that one away. Hayes now able to send it out, and we're going to have an icing. So the Bulls will head back down into their defensive zone for a face-off, but a little time to reset, take a breather. Remy and Parker come in on defense. Tab, Keegan, our wingers, and Caleb Duro, our center. Face-off won by the MadHatters. Parker Allen cuts off that pass, sends it around the far side board.
Gotta watch 23.
Oh, nice pass there to the center by the MadHatters, but puck doesn't bounce their way. Keegan tries to send it back out, gets it over to Tab. Tab flips it with his backhand out into the neutral zone. Caleb's going to chase it in. Keegan standing there. MadHatter player gets tripped up, and Keegan just dumps it on into the offensive zone. Tab will be the first one into the corner. Does a good job of using his body, but not too hard to draw a penalty. MadHatter's now able to work it out just off the end of the stick of Keegan. Caleb tried to poke that one away. They work around him. Remy doing a good job of getting in their way, and Elijah comes out, challenges, knocks that puck back to the outside. Remy sends it up and out of the zone. Keegan cuts that pass off, and Keegan now has an opportunity with a one-on-one. Keegan tries to get a shot off again. Their defense has been really stout, breaking down these one-on-ones quickly. And now Wheeler, number 23 for the MadHatters, takes it into the zone, and Easton immediately pokes it away, gets it over to Graham, and we have an offsides. Caleb was hustling to get
I think
out.
we had too many men on the ice.
Well, Caleb was trying to get off, and just could not quite get off as Graham put it back on. So 3:12 left here in the second period. Henry Arns, our center. Will and Nate flanking the sides.
We just got away with too many men on the ice. I think there were definitely six guys.
Easton now skates it up. He's going to take it across into the offensive zone. Easton surrounded by black jerseys, but he's not giving up on the play. Easton now centers a pass for Will. Henry stabs at that one. MadHatter's able to work it around. MadHatter's just making some mistakes right there, and Nate Key capitalizes on it. Gets it over to Henry Arns, who works around one. Henry Arns trying to center one for Will. Will's right there, tries to backhand one in. Henry Arns takes another shot. MadHatters send it up the boards. trying to get it out. Henry tries to keep it in. Hayes steps up. Hayes is now going to work it along the boards. He's going to work it into the offensive zone. Our D-man continue to work it deep into the offensive zone. Hayes now working in the corner. Easton comes up. Henry Arns doing a great job of dropping back into that defensive position while his defensemen are skating up. Easton now flips one towards center ice. Hayes steps up, keeps him from entering the offensive zone.
That's offsides.
Easton now is going to skate up again. Puck taken away right as he was entering the zone. Will trying to get it, and now Henry Arns is having a back check. Great poke check there by Henry, and we're probably going to get a trip. No call.
No call.
He did hit puck. He take a slap shot from behind the net. Hayes picks it up. Hayes works it out to Henry. Henry gets it on a stick, sends it up to Will right at the blue line. Henry's going to make a line change. Will continues to work along the boards. Remy comes in on defense, pokes that one away. Remy now turning the puck back around, trying to get it out of the zone. Continuing to fight along this near board. Hayes stays out. Hayes flips one up and through the middle.
Oh,
Graham's right there.
The wrong way.
Graham's right there, and we're going to have a icing. Graham could not catch up to it. Hayes flipped it right up the middle, and it was kind of spinning around. And
I think Hayes was aiming for Ethan, but Ethan turned the wrong way from the pass, and so it went behind him instead of coming right to him.
So Bulls will officially make a full line change as we got caught in the middle of one. Graham will take the face off. He's got Ethan over on his left. Parker and Remy back on defense. Gus Federley over to his right. Graham works it along the boards, tries to get it out. MadHatters working it into the near corner. Ethan battling, gets it out of the zone. He's going to work it along the near wall. Tries to center one for Graham. MadHatters bring it straight into the offensive zone. Parker Allen contesting that shot. Graham Pugh now knocks it down, sends it over to Gus. Still unable to get it past that blue line. Parker goes in, plays the puck, knocks a man down in the process, and we have reached the end of two. Score of 1-0. Bulls. These two teams are extremely evenly matched, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a hard-fought battle on both sides, and kind of like with our last game, you know, a lucky bounce here or there, and the score is completely different. So,
getting some good shots on goal. We've seen some good opportunities. This defense for the MadHatters, they remind me a lot of our defense. Honestly, they're willing to skate up and take the puck, but then they also drop back pretty quick and timely poke checks. So,
just like our defense, they're very good about protecting the crease right in the center and pushing those shooters out towards the edges to make those harder angle shots.
I mean, just that period we had, I know Henry came in on a breakaway and just couldn't get a clean shot off. I think Graham did the same thing. I feel like there was one other forward who came up and couldn't get a shot. Maybe it was Easton. It came in right there at the end and couldn't get a shot off. So their defense doing a great job of just keeping our guys from being able to get a clean shot away. So Hayes and Easton.
And not to cheapen either goalie, both goalies have made some great saves.
No, they're playing great. They're playing great, yeah. So Henry takes the face off. MadHatters come away with it, though. Hayes got turned around. They get a shot off up and over the top of Elijah. Keegan now backhands it out, looking for Henry. MadHatters send it deeper into the zone. Hayes will pick it up behind his own net. Sends it up. Oh, looking for Ethan. Ethan trying to bring the puck in, just absolutely levels the guy. And honestly, I don't even think he knew he was there. Ethan was looking at the puck the entire time. And
oh, no, they didn't call a penalty. They just called icing.
Well,
hot dog.
Hot dog.
It probably should have been called. Ethan trucked that kid pretty hard.
Yeah, but like I said, he was going for the puck. I don't even think he saw the kid there. So Caleb takes the face off, gets it over towards Tab. MadHatters try to get a shot off. Hayes sends it off, bounces off Keegan. Now Easton works it in the corner, trying to send it back up the wall. Trying to get it back over to Keegan. MadHatters with another shot. Hayes takes it off the backside of his blade, flips it up, trying to get it out. Easton will be the first one there. Easton flips it up the wall, gets it over to Keegan. Keegan in the neutral zone, charging in, sends one over to Caleb. Caleb just surrounded by black jerseys. Easton now steps up. He takes a shot, bouncing towards the goal.
Ooh, that one almost snuck past.
The goalie had gone a little bit too far to his right and reached as far as he could with his left hand. 2 inches farther left, or 2 inches farther right. Easton's got himself a goal. So Remy and Parker play in D. Ethan, Henry, and Nate. I'm sorry. That is Gus, all playing forward. Henry has it in the corner. Looks for a center pass. Goalie knocks it down. Remy will step up. He centers one. Gets it over to Ethan, who immediately backhands it towards Gus. Ethan now sends it back to Henry. Henry takes a shot, bouncing and flipping off of several players.
That one out of the air.
Henry now looking to work around one or two guys. He centers one for Ethan, who's right there. Ethan can't quite get his stick in the right place to get a clean shot off. So now the MadHatters working it the other way. Henry comes in, pokes it out. Henry's going to take another stab at this goal. He's already tried a couple of times.
Oh,
we have a delayed penalty. Henry working around. He takes a shot, and it goes around the backside of the goal. MadHatters touch it, and
got a roughing call on 32.
Bulls on another power play. 9:45 left here in the game. Graham will come out to take the center position. Keegan and Nate flanking either side. Hayes and Easton. Hayes and Easton both defenders that'll skate it up and take shots. We'll see if that comes into play with the man advantage. Hayes able to keep it in. Gets it over to Nate. MadHatters, though, come away with it, working through center ice. Hayes knocks it away. They flip it into the Bulls' defensive zone. Hayes sends it out. It bounces off the skate of Graham Pugh. Keegan will come off. Henry comes in. Nate Key takes it into the corner. Graham goes to help him out. They center one for Henry. Henry trying to get it on his stick. Easton reaches and just unable to keep it in. Easton now flips it back up the wall.
Oh, Henry made that. No,
and a big-time slide there by Henry. Good effort to get back on sides. They called it anyway. I thought he was back on as well, but Bulls will have 7 seconds left on this power play. Caleb Duro coming out to take the puck drop. Keegan to his right, Tab on his left. It's one over to Tab. Tab immediately pushes it in to the offensive zone, but it works back to Parker. Parker, a nice cross-ice pass over to Remy. Remy sends it over to Keegan. Keegan working it across the line. And offense doing a good job of waiting until the puck crossed before they jumped on. Tab now works it in the corner. Tab again, trying to seal up that wall. Parker sends it back up, ricochets off a opposing player. Remy will be the first one to this puck, and it's going to be an icing. So power play is over. Everybody back to full strength. Hayes and Easton coming back out in deep, along with, let's see, that is Gus Federley and Henry Arms, and let's see who that, Ethan Buck. So Henry will take the face off here in the Bulls offensive zone. MadHatters win it, and we have a trip on Easton, or a hook. Looks like a hook on Easton. So you could just tell by the way the kid fell.
Usually when they spin around and gear goes flying, that's a clue.
So yep, there goes Gus coming off. It's going to be Graham taking the face off. Henry and Remy and Hayes all out here for this penalty kill. Puck's one back towards Hayes. Hayes flips it up along the wall over to Henry. Henry trying to flip it over the defenders. Henry continues to battle right there in the center. Hayes sends it up the middle, right where a player was. Elijah takes a shot and knocks it off his pads, unable to freeze it. And we're going to have a tripping on Henry. So as soon as Hayes touches it, we'll send another player to the penalty box.
Yeesh.
So Easton's got a buddy to hang out with.
For 29 seconds.
So it'll be Graham, Remy, and Hayes. 5-on-3 advantage to the MadHatters for at least 30 seconds here. Graham takes the face off, wins it back towards Hayes. Hayes flips it up high along the wall, tries to get it out. Graham finishes it. Great job there by Graham to clear it out, and we have a delayed penalty as Graham went down. So
another roughing on whom?
So 63.
63, okay.
Will head to the box. So now we have a 4-on-3. We're getting a little bit closer here with the number matchup. So same three stay out there for the Bulls.
'23 still out there. I think they're double shifting that guy right now, and I mean not unlike Hayes.
I was about to say we're double shifting ours too. So
oh,
that was a close call right there. Graham goes into the corner. He's looking to send it back towards Remy. The MadHatters come away with it.
23's got it.
Remy and Hayes both in great position. 23 works around Remy, but Remy stays right in his face. They take a shot right up over the top of the goal. Graham knocks that one away, and Graham's got an opportunity here if he can, just get it on his stick. Caleb comes into the game as one penalty kill is over. Now Nate Key enters the game. 13 seconds left on the Bulls' penalty kill. Will be at even strength at 4. Nate Key now charging hard behind the net. Hayes steps up, keeps it in the zone. Hayes is going to skate up. Remy drops back. Hayes keeps charging in hard to the offensive zone. Centers one for Nate. MadHatters now work it out. Henry Arns comes back out of the penalty box. Remy doing a great job staying with them. They take a shot. And Hayes goes head first into the wall, taking out the number 23 for the MadHatters. At the same time, Hayes now ends up with the puck on his stick. Henry and Hayes teaming up there in the corner. Hayes has it, sends it up. Henry's got an opportunity to skate it forward. Henry now works it back into the Bulls' defensive zone, and we have an offsides.
I thought Henry was gone on that one. I really did.
I did too. So both teams back at full strength. A little bit of fun penalty kill power play for everybody. Graham Pugh takes the face off, sends it back to Parker Allen. Parker Tries to work it along the wall and able to just slide it right out. So Nate now tries to send it up. It gets lost in the MadHatters jersey for a second, and Easton gets held up. His stick still being held. Nate's as well. Parker will be the first one along the wall. Parker tries to send it out. Easton now gets it on the back of his stick, flips it along the wall, looking for Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh working along the boards, gets it over to Nate. Graham works it into the offensive zone, sends it over to Gus. Gus sends it back to Graham. Graham sends it back to Easton. Easton takes a shot from the defense. Nate tries to flip one in, tried to get it over to over to Will. Parker steps up, keeps it in the offensive zone. Parker again doing a nice job sealing up that board. Finally clears out. Easton's going to pull it back. Easton works it back along the board, waiting for everybody to get back on sides. Graham now in a stick battle right at center ice. MadHatters backhand one towards the goal. Elijah sealing up the pipes well. Parker works it around the backside into the near corner. Tries to flip it up to Nate. Nate just trying to find it. Finally gets it. Easton flips it over. He's got Henry Arns with a one-on-one. Henry skating in. Henry goes down hard again. Just great defense there by MadHatters. Henry on a breakaway just couldn't get a clean shot off. Hayes now working along the board. Sends it back up to Henry. Henry trying to center one, but pass is deflected. Will and Nate working in the far corner. Puck comes back around the net. MadHatters able to work it out. Hayes picks it up in the neutral zone. Hayes flips it up, trying to get it to Henry, who's waiting at the blue line. MadHatters now have it. Bulls getting caught in a little bit of a line change there, but Remy reverses trajectory and it's going to end up back over on Hayes. Hayes works it across the center, not able to clear it out. Hayes again. They take a slap shot, but deflected off of one of the players' skates. Henry now into the near corner. They working around our net. They try backhand. Cut off well there by Remy. Remy's now going to work it up. He's able to send it up and out of the zone.
That's offsides. Should have been.
Hayes now skates up, sends it up into center ice. Nice bouncing pass over to Henry Arns off the wall. Remy and Hayes come out. Phillip and Easton come in. Easton will be the first one there. Easton now looking for a clear place to pass it, and he passes it right into a player that was changing lines. They get a shot off, and Elijah knocks it down. Parker Allen comes straight in from behind the net. Ethan with a nice poke check, sends it back, backhands it out. Henry blocks up a slap shot.
Big scrum against the far boards there. Nobody's coming up with it. Hatters do. Bulls send it right back their way.
Easton knocks that one back out. MadHatters with another slap shot, bouncing towards Elijah. Parker's going to follow him behind the net. Gus now battling along the boards. Henry trying to reach his stick under to find it. Nobody can find the puck. Everybody's laying on it. Stick's going crazy. Puck finally spits out. MadHatters working back along the board. Easton continuing to battle on that other side along with Gus. Gus able to send it out. We're going to have an icing.
Good. Just settle it down for a second.
Goodness, that was a scrum.
Wow.
So minute 12. It'll be Remy and Hayes coming back in on defense. Referee about took out Keegan Brennan. Luckily able to check up. Graham Pugh at center.
think we're pulling the goalie down here. We got a timeout. So Cindy Russell, I saw your message. You got to see Lauren. Well, here she is. There's my clock worker. Say hi.
Don't worry, Leah Bulls. Your job is safe next year.
That's right.
Just kidding, Lauren. You're doing a great job. So Bulls will talk this one over. Last game, we were on the other end of this. So Bulls are getting a little bit of experience with the empty netters.
There you go. No different defending that 5-on-3 we had to do twice, right?
Right. Yeah. So I don't know about the rest of the team, but I can promise you number 76 out there is jonesing for an empty netter.
That's right.
And I would imagine the rest of them are too. Graham
love
will be
the
at center.
defenseman pumping up the goalie. Love it.
Graham will be at center. Henry Arns over at right wing. Caleb Duro over at left. Easton and Hayes are defenders. A minute 12 left. Graham wins the faceoff, pushes it over towards Henry. Henry immediately works it out of the zone, takes a shot, and it's icing. Just wide.
Good try, though. That's what we need.
Just a little outside. I'll tell you what, Graham is doing a really good job of pushing the puck forward, penetrating the defense right off the faceoff.
He's also easily our best one at winning faceoffs.
Yep.
Well, I don't think that actually went across the blue, but I'll take it.
So we'll have an offsides, and now we'll head to the neutral zone for another faceoff.
The clock's messed up. It didn't run that last puck drop.
So again, Easton ends up with the faceoff. Graham knocks that one down. MadHatters charging in and take a shot. Elijah reaches up and high, and it's over his glove. Caleb can just keep that puck stuck up against the wall for the next 44 seconds. And they're going to end up freezing it. Caleb doing his best job to keep the puck frozen.
42 seconds left on the game clock. That's a nail biter, y'all.
Ethan coming in for Caleb. Everybody else will stay the same.
Graham can win another faceoff, and he does.
And he does. Easton sends it up along the wall, looking for Ethan. Gets it over to Henry. Henry's going to get another shot at an empty netter. He can't get a shot off, though. MadHatters doing a great job of coming in and cleaning up that puck. Graham now battling for it. Graham trying to kick it off his skate. Henry doing the same thing. Bulls continue to battle. 14 seconds left. MadHatters charging in. They work around Hayes. They get a shot off, and Elijah with a fantastic glove save. With 8.4 seconds left, Elijah snags that out of the air. That boy needs some ice cream.
You don't have to ride in the car with him, so.
Graham with another faceoff. Remy and Hayes out on defense. Graham pushes it right out. They take a shot. Hayes eats it up in his chest. Hayes again knocks it back out. Graham will ice it. And we have the end of the game. Score of 1-0. Elijah Cole with his second shutout of the tournament. And the Bulls with a 3-1 record this weekend. Fantastic outing this weekend. And man, what a resilient effort by the Bulls to just keep on fighting for that one. We'll see Elijah Cole skating up to the front of the line to lead his team. So fantastic weekend here in Atlanta. We don't play for about another month, I believe, but thank you for joining us, everybody, and signing off with a win. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.